right, and we are back to SDW. Welcome back, everybody. I think I fixed the audio there. We have an interesting one for you today. Ryan Reynolds has decided to jump into the recut game with his very successful, very great, very, very memorable Green Lantern movie. Also, we got the new trailer for The Boys. Seth Rogen's opened up about his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles project. And Mulan may finally have... Well, I won't jump the gun. We may have some information on the new Mulan. Welcome to the newest episode of SDW.
Super Dario World!
All right. So, as I was telling you, actually, before I forget, let me just give you... Well, cut off the song. Whoops. I need to get better at that. It's an issue. But before I forget, let me just give you a quick reminder that you can listen to the podcast anywhere. SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube, pretty much everywhere you can find podcasts, you'll find this one. Also, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show or at Super Dario World. That's SPR Dario World. Also, I am live streaming now every single episode, which is why you will notice that I mess up more and more. It's a problem, but I'm trying to work on it because I'm trying to handle all these things at once. Hopefully, I'll get better eventually. If not, well, at least you enjoy me messing up. That's on YouTube and on Twitch. The handle there is at Super Dario World. Also, follow me on Facebook on at Super Dario World. I update everything there. So, well, speaking of Twitch and speaking of streaming, I kind of have a little bit of what could be interesting news. Not exactly. Yeah. Well, I have an idea. And I've recently found out that, well, first off, I recently saw the trailer, the new trailer for Amazon's The Boys for season 2. Looks great. The second trailer is amazing. Most of the footage that they hadn't showed before. It really looks phenomenal. I can't wait for this season. I don't remember being this excited for a show in a very long time, at least the second season of a show in a very long time. I'm very, very excited for this show. And so this leads me to a little bit of research that I've been doing. So I recently heard that apparently on Twitch, you can stream stuff that you have on Amazon Prime without having any legal issues. Now, I have to look into it. I don't know the rules for YouTube. I don't know the rules for everything, really. I'm really just kind of still dipping my toes here, and I'm trying to get a little bit deeper into it. But if I could just completely stream episodes of the Boys, then we could probably just watch it together. So I may just start doing that. Again, I don't know if I can do that on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure I can do it on Twitch. So I may just do that there. Just stream the episode, maybe talk on the chat, and then afterwards break it down. I'd still do my regular review on YouTube as I usually do, and for the podcast. But if you want to join me there, I guess it could be fun. Like I said, not completely sure if I can do it, but if I can, I will do it because honestly, it sounds fun. So you can look forward to that again at Super Dario World on Twitch and YouTube for those live streams. Anyway, so let's get into the big piece of news, the important thing. Ryan Reynolds has decided to jump into the fray and basically re-edit his Green Lantern film. Why did he do this? I think he was bored. Honestly, yes. There's been like a lot of heat behind recuts, director's cuts for a bunch of stuff. Since the Justice League, now they want to do Suicide Squad and they want to do a bunch of other films. And so I think Ryan Reynolds was like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm going to do something. And so if you go right now to his Twitter page at Van City Reynolds, you will see it. I believe it's like his second post. It's a 20-second re-edit of his film, The Green Lantern. It's completely ridiculous. Honestly, it's stupid. It doesn't really bring anything new to the table, anything different, but it's an enjoyable watch. If you have 27 seconds to kill, he does add a little extra there at the end that gets the fanboys a little excited, but it's fun. Honestly, like I watched it twice and I do not regret that minute I lost of my life at all. I felt like it was well spent. So check it out if you want to. If not, whatever. It's your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Now, we finally have a little bit of information on the live-action Mulan, the upcoming live-action Mulan. Now, there were, if you've been following this show a lot, I've been trying to keep track on when certain movies will be released, particularly this year. There's been a lot of delays. Things keep pushing back. Nothing's confirmed. But now apparently Disney has announced that the live-action Mulan that was supposed to come out earlier this year will be coming out on Disney+. The caveat here is that you will have to pay for it. So they will be releasing it for digital, but you have to pay for it. Now, they're saying that there are certain states that are reopening, and then that in those states it will have a theatrical release. But for everybody else, or for everybody who lives in a state that's still not, the theaters are not open yet, or honestly, I think maybe if you just have Disney Plus, well, you can watch it at home, just pay a little extra. I'm doesn't say how much they're going to charge you. It doesn't say anything, just that's what they're going to do. In fact, I can read you the whole statement here. Despite the ongoing challenges of the pandemic, we've continued to build on the incredible success of Disney Plus as we grow our global direct-to-consumer business. The global reach of our full portfolio of direct-to-consumer services now exceeds an astounding 100 million paid subscriptions, a significant milestone and a reaffirmation at our DTC strategy, which we view as key to the future growth of our company. So basically, that's why. If you can get 100 million people to pay, $20 to watch the movie, I'd call that a financial success. So I think that's why. Honestly, this might be the future of cinema. It hurts my heart. Because I am a film guy at heart. I love watching movies in the theaters. There's certain movies that you have to watch in a theater just because of the experience alone. I'm romantic that way. But this might be the future of films. Like if you have 100 million paid subscriptions, and you can get them, and they can just pay to watch your movie there, from the comfort of their own home, people may start doing that. They may, or I guess the downside there is that eventually it's going to be on the surface anyway, so you could just probably wait, and you won't get any extra money. But I don't know, man. It's this movie has the particular advantage that there's nothing out there, nothing except I guess basketball's back, but MLB and baseball's back. But I hear that the ratings aren't doing that well. Wonder why. Considering that there's nothing out there. Weird. I wonder what could they have done to piss audiences off. Weird. It's a thinker. Anyway, so it may work for certain titles now. Honestly, it would be an advantage if they did that right now. Particularly, like I said, there's big movies that we're waiting for this year. Bill and Ted is confirmed that they will be direct to streaming services. We don't know what the hell's happening with the new James Bond. We know the Top Gun's going to be delayed. So, and we don't know what the hell is happening with Tenet. So, it's a smart idea. The problem here is, my only issue here with what Disney's doing is that they're not telling you how much they're going to charge. I'm assuming it's going to be $20. And it doesn't tell you when they're going to do it. So they're like, yeah, it's heading to Disney Plus eventually. So that's what bugs me. They could give us a release date. They could. They control the whole. They own the rights to the movie. They have all the materials. They own Disney Plus, but they're just not telling us because of reasons. I don't know. I'm guessing they have to readjust their calendar overall, and then I'm guessing that they have to make plans for a bunch of stuff. And I'm guessing they're looking for a break in content because, shooting has stopped for a lot of stuff, which means that not a lot of things are being created. So there's going to be a gap there in content. So I'm assuming that's when they're going to shoot for, so that they have at least something when nobody else has it. It would be smart, and Disney's known for having smart people work for them. It's just a dick move. I would have appreciated, just a little bit more information. Just a little bit more. It would have been more helpful, but I guess something. At least now we know how the dominoes are not now starting to fall. Bill and Ted was the first one to fall. Now Mulan's starting to fall. Hopefully, it'll just continue going that way with the rest of the movies that we've been waiting for this year. I still haven't heard. I haven't heard squat about Wonder Woman. I haven't heard a squat about. Actually, the new James Bond. If they're gonna move it, I think they're set on December or November. Later on in the year, but not sure yet. I also had a video game on pre-order that was delayed. I've had so many things being delayed right now. It just sucks. It sucks overall. But at least the other ones kind of have a date, and I guess delaying a date it makes it just as worthless as everything else. But it's nicer than not getting any date at all. So, I don't know. But again, Disney knows what they're doing. At least that's what they've proven so far. So, let's move on to the other, last, final piece of news. And that's Seth Rogen talking about the Ninja Turtles reboot. Now, this is actually I found pretty interesting because it was said on 2018 that Michael Bay would be making another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And earlier on this year in 2020, I don't think I talked about this on the show, but it was announced that that Paramount was working on another Ninja Turtles movie. Wait, no, actually, no. Paramount lost the rights. No. On June 2020, we got word that there would be a CGI reboot with Nickelodeon and Point Grey Pictures. Now, for those of you who don't know, that not Nickelodeon, but Point Grey is run by Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. Seth Rogen immediately kind of concerns me, but well, back in the day, he concerned me a little because I guess I didn't really take him seriously as a human being, maybe because of his work. But after The Boys, after, he's had a very successful career, a very successful run in film. I guess my issues with him as an actor, because he doesn't pick the best roles as an actor, or not really the best roles. I guess he's just typecast, and his typecast I don't particularly, care for, I guess. I think it's closer to that. Still a funny dude, but I guess not much respect for him yet, except on the creative side. On the creative side, he's done pretty good work. Like I said, I just, fawned over his TV show that he's a creator and producer for, The Boys. So behind the scenes, really great stuff. And supposedly he will be helming this. And he, on an interview for his new show for HBO Max, American Pickle, he talked about what his plan is for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And here's the quote. I cannot do a Seth Rogen voice. I'm sorry. I just I can't. I just can't. So sorry. I want to try it so bad. But I'm gonna fail. No, I can't do it. So I just won't. As a lifelong fan of the Ninja Turtles, weirdly, the teenage part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was always the part that stuck out to me the most. And as someone who loves teenage movies and who's made a lot of teenage movies and who literally got their start in their entire profession by writing a teenage movie, the idea of kind of honing in on the element was exciting to us. I mean, not just regarding the rest, but really using that as kind of a jumping off point for the film. I can't do it. His voice is honestly too unique. I can't. I'm trying. I can't. Anyway, that's actually super interesting. I guess it's an angle. It's an angle that I don't feel like it's been approached at all for the Ninja Turtles. And my only concern here is that it's the least interesting angle for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Honestly, you need 4 things. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Out of those 4 things, the least interesting thing is the teenage, right? Teenagers are fucking everywhere, right? And they're kind of annoying. And in a coming of age film, I guess it's fine. But when you are dealing with mutants, when you're dealing with ninjas, and when you're dealing with turtles, that is the teenage part is the least interesting part. Now I get it. It is a very important element of them. It's the cowabunga dude, and it's the part that they're kind of dumbasses and they live off of pizza. I get it. I understand. Their lifestyle is amazing. They kick ass and they eat pizza, and they're weirdly all in love with the same chick. It's bizarre, but they're out there, they're making trouble, they're hooting and hollering. It's fun. It's a great adventure. I love it. It's part of it. It makes them liked. I've seen iterations of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where they're older and they're just really angry, bigger, and bitter. I remember. I think it was on the TV show. It may have been the Nickelodeon TV show where Michelangelo loses an arm and he's like really angry, but a total badass. So I guess you take the lighthearted part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the teenage part. Although originally it started out really dark, like really, really dark. Let me see if I can find. I'll just Google here an image of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the TMNT original. So it was black and white, and they all pretty much looked the same. And it was like really, they were real badasses. Like they were really, let's say more focused on the ninja part. They were way angrier. I think it's this one. Yeah, it may not even have had the red. There's the logo there. Anyway, so that's kind of what they looked like back way in the day. Then in the 80s, 90s, they did a cartoon where they really softened them up. That's the one that I grew up with. Let me see. I don't care about. I don't care about that cartoon, honestly, because the best part is the movies, and the original movie was badass. It was dark, but it's still funny. Let me see if why do they show me these? I hate when they go for the Michael Bay reboot where they have a nose. It's really stupid. There you go. This is the one. Wait, no, that might be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. The one with Corey Feldman, all right? Corey Feldman. Let me see. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I think it's this one. So I'll just, there you go. That's the one. I finally found an appropriate pick, but it's all, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just go back to the original article. That movie was fun, all right? It was dark. It was closer to the original feel of the comic book, but it was still lighthearted. It was funny. It was stupid. There's a bunch of stories behind the scenes that apparently the chick who played April O'Neil was a total bitch, and that's why she didn't come back for the second one. Apparently, it kind of went to her head, and she thought she was a way bigger deal than she was, and so the creators were like, fuck her, let's get rid of her. She's too much of a pain in the ass to work with. But the second one is kind of a mess because the first one was it was a struggle to make. Imagine this is way back in maybe 80s or 90s. I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure when the original one came out. But this is way back in the day, before we had any superhero success, before we had any of that stuff. And going to your boss and being like, hey, we should adapt a story about, wait for it, teenagers who are also, wait, about mutants. No, wait, that's not accurate. Ninjas, all right. The producer's like, okay, ninjas, you got my attention. Ninjas are big right now. Ninjas who also happen to be mutated turtles and are teenagers. Like honestly, it makes sense right now, but back in the day before the Teenage Mutant Turtles were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the look on their faces must have probably been like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Why the fuck would anybody want to do a movie about mutant turtles who are ninjas? Like, let's just do ninjas. Let's just do teenage ninjas. And then they made surf ninjas. And I'm pretty sure that that's how that movie got made. And I'm sticking to it. I have absolutely zero evidence that proves that. But I just worked it out right now. And I am sticking to that. That is the real story from now on. You're welcome. Anyway. Where was I? What was I even saying? Yeah, so there was a whole bunch. It was a shit show to get the movie done. They finally get it made. It is a financial success. People love it. The fans love it. And it's great because it's so dark but yet funny. It has a great villain. It has a lot of great moments. And then they were like, you know what? This thing was successful. Let's make another one super quickly and make a buttload of money. And so they made the second one, which is The Secret of the Ooze, if I'm not mistaken. And the movie's kind of crappy. I watched it as a kid. I enjoyed it because it was like Toka, Reza. But they really fuck stuff up massively. Going back to watch it as a grown up, it doesn't age that well. Then you see the third one where they travel back in time to medieval Japan or feudal Japan. Is there a difference? There's a pirate in that one. You made a movie where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles travel in fucking time, which is an amazing fucking premise, but they travel in time and space because they went to medieval Japan. And your villain there is fucking pirates. Pirates! You could have had them fight anything in medieval Japan, but you gave them pirates. It's... let's just say it wasn't great writing at all. So... but it was interesting. I mean, it's enjoyable. And I'm going back to the point. The original point, what was I even talking about in the beginning? Seth Rogen trying to focus on the teenage part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles more than the Mutant Ninja Turtles is concerning. I mean, granted, it would be funny to see, I don't know, Michelangelo do a whole bunch of dick jokes. I think it would be hysterical. Although, seeing the Turtles go through puberty is going to be kind of weird because it's, 4 brothers. So like I said, the original one, it's funny because they're all kind of in love with the same girl and they're kind of teasing each other, but they all kind of, in a way, know that they don't have a chance with her because they're different fucking species. Here, having them go through that, kind of creepy. Listen, I guess the world is now moving to a part where furries are normalized. I'm hoping that doesn't happen in this movie. We don't need that with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't think so. Maybe call me an ignorant person, maybe call me a dumbass, but I don't feel like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles need that. I really don't think so. So I don't think it was missing. Honestly, you already have it there. You need them to be the most important things here are Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage part, honestly, I could take it or leave it because if you leave it, it's going to be just a darker film, which I'm perfectly fine with. Like I said, the original one was the darkest of the movies, and it was fine. It was fine. People liked it more, okay? Deeper, darker films. Honestly, they're more enjoyable. But I keep picturing Superbad. Like, what the fuck is Seth Rogen gonna do with teenagers in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Is he gonna make them get fake IDs to get what? Beer? No, that's not a part of. Now I'm officially concerned. I'm officially concerned. At first I was like, okay, this sounded enjoyable. I'm talking myself into getting concerned about this. Again, I'll give the dude the benefit of the doubt because they did such a good job with The Boys. And The Boys is very dark and The Boys is rated R. But I'm very concerned about dick and fart jokes in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And what else can you add for teenagers? Like, again, teenagers, they're going through puberty. They got hormones. They don't listen to their parents, but here they're like super. It doesn't make any fucking sense, okay? Please, no. I'll give him the benefit of the. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I really do. Oh, by the way, there's an actual picture of the original movie. Anyway, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But the more I think about it, the more concerned I get. And the less I like it, so I'm also concerned with the fact that it's going to be Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon, it's probably going to try to go. See, another thing doesn't make sense. Nickelodeon usually is aimed for children. Seth Rogen wants to do the teenager thing, which is kind of raunchier. So, oh God, what? Okay, these two things do not make sense in my head. Like, Seth Rogen's best work is rated R. Nickelodeon is for children. This marriage is not making sense. Like, the more that I think about it, the more I'm trying to process this whole thing. It concerns me. I'm legitimately concerned now. At this point, I'm worried for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What the fuck are they gonna do? Like, they already made a terrible reboot. It was terrible. The Michael Bay giving the hypnosis, I still have nightmares picturing those things. And it was super simple. All they had to do was keep the original design. The movie overall was meh. It was fine. It was okay. It was a fun adventure, not really memorable. Still, was it as bad as going back in time and fighting a pirate? I don't think so. But it was. I honestly, I can't tell you what the plot was about. I'm trying to remember. Was it aliens? I think the plot was aliens, which I guess is a thing in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. But was it the first one or the second one? You know what? Doesn't matter. And I'm annoyed with this. The more I think about it, the more upset I get, and the more I am concerned about the future of this franchise. So I will stop before I actually lose my shit about it. And for them also, I'll just say, you know what? Seth Rogen, you're doing a good job with The Boys. You're doing a good job with your career. You're making good rated R stuff. Maybe stick to that. I don't know. Or, you know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Like I said, good job so far. I'm okay with it. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's enough for today. Whoa, that thing was a little bit too hot. But as always, any comments, questions, or suggestions, you can find me at Dario the Show on Instagram and at Super Dario World. Also, live streaming pretty much every day. Not exactly sure what times I do it. It depends on the day. But you can find me on YouTube and on Twitch at Super Dario World. Also, follow my Facebook page, Super Dario World. I will be looking into if I can stream The Boys here, or at least on Twitch, so you can join me on that. I don't know. I'll keep you updated. But as always, thank you for listening, and I'll see you again next time.